Where did the phenomenon of talking to your plants come from? Do they have feelings? Can plants communicate telepathically? In order to answer these questions, I must introduce Cleve Baxter. His research with plants and cells shows that all life forms have the capability of responding to one another energetically. The idea that particles may somehow be connected with each other across space is something predicted by quantum physics that Einstein called spooky action at a distance. He also proved that even the simplest life forms, such as bacteria and human cells, can sense events and emotions. He termed this primary perception. Cleve Baxter worked for the CIA as a polygraph expert. After leaving, he consulted for every government agency that used polygraphs. He then started his own polygraph academy in San Diego, California, called the Baxter School of Lie Detection. Cleve is known as the leading expert on polygraphs in the world. Polygraphs measure electric responses in humans, spiking when someone is lying or upset. It does this by measuring the apparent change in electrical resistance between two different locations on the skin. One day in 1966, Cleve put the electrodes on one of the freshly watered plants in his office, thinking that as the moisture arrived in the leaves, the plant would be a better conductor. But nothing happened. He then got the idea to grab some matches and burn the plant. Before he could take a step, the polygraph spiked and quivered violently, because the plant had sensed his malicious thoughts. With just the imagery of fire from his intent, the plant reacted. He found that plants are able to distinguish between real and feigned threats. They also seem to demonstrate a rapport with their individual human attendants. He realized very quickly that plants are conscious and always monitoring their environment. They have empathetic and telepathic abilities. Even among the so-called lower levels of life, there is a profound consciousness or awareness that binds us all together. Cleve purposely cut himself, and the plants reacted. He then cut himself again, but with each successive cutting, their response was less and less. He coined this the fainting response. So he brought in his assistant and cut her arm, and the plants went nuts again. Baxter concluded that plants react to the pain or apprehension of pain of another living thing in their immediate environment. Do plants recognize us? In a subsequent experiment, a subject mutilated a cabbage plant located next to another cabbage plant hooked up to electrodes, then walked out of the room. As various people were brought back into the plant, one by one, there was no reaction until the plant assailant approached the plant, and then the plant freaked out. So next time you're chopping vegetables, doing yard work, or using your juicer, don't forget that plants do have feelings and they can sense your thoughts and intentions instantaneously.
One apple bubble apple, 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 one apple bubble